Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is an intraday video on the 1 hour chart and 15-minute chart to see what we might expect for Bitcoin. Of course, we saw in the daily in the morning, we saw of course that we have a possibility here where we are looking for a little bit higher prices, and that because of the time required to finish of course this move toward the downside. So we have here a W, X, and a Y, of course, for a wave A, right? We have three waves down here for a wave A. We're looking for a wave B. Now, we got three waves up as a zigzag, very sharp, fast zigzag towards the upside, finishing a wave B potentially, of course, potentially. And that means, of course, in case this is your wave B, that means, of course, you're moving toward the downside for a wave C, right? The wave C exactly here. Now, if this is our wave C, we're looking therefore for a 1, 2 potentially here, where we have already this count for a wave 2 here, and in an impulse, of course. And this, of course, can unfold a bigger impulse where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, the problem that I have with this scenario is that this wave, this move toward the downside, it doesn't have a wave 1 as an impulse, and it's very choppy, and it looks corrective and not impulsive, meaning giving higher possibility here that we still need some time, which is already of course in the blue box, for a wave B here, which is this one as well. So in case we are in a wave B, still of course yet unfinished, I would say. Actually, we have several scenarios here. Wave B here, unfinished yet. It can be of course that we still need time, which is exactly at least the 0.38 fib time here, taken from the wave A, right? And giving us, of course, time for a wave B, of course, at least 0.38, which is the 15 March, right? So in case, of course, the market's still looking for a correction here, we, of course, potentially have this scenario where we might hit again the 98K in A, B, and a C for a wave B, and then continuation toward the downside. Now, of course, there is multiple scenarios that we saw in the daily. If you're interested to see it, of course, you can, of course, check it again. But one of them, very important one, is that we can be in a bigger triangle here. A, B, C, and then D, and a wave E. Preferably, of course, to finish in a longer time here, somehow like this. And this will bring us even much closer to the perfect time for a wave B, right, in a triangle. Therefore, you're looking for A, B as a triangle, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave C to the downside. Now, inside this area, of course, we are looking here, if we zoom in. So we are looking, as I said and mentioned, that I don't trust this as, of course, wave 1, because there is a lot of overlap here. As you can see, if this 1, 2, 3, 4 interfering. So that is, even if an expanding flat wave 2, it doesn't work. This is not an impulse, meaning this is 3 waves down, 3 waves up, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Potentially, of course, that we are looking for a 4 and a 5, and that because, of course, the wave 2 time here is still, of course, matching a little bit much more the wave 4 here, right? And in this case scenario, you're looking for 3 waves up, and then continuation for one more leg towards the downside here to finish, of course, only this pattern, but potentially moving up again, finishing this pattern exactly at 1-to-1 fib level at 79K 450, right? So this potential is still, of course, there, but we're gonna re-estimate. Of course, this is a correction, guys. It's not really good for trading here, no financial advice. If we move inside it, we can see that this kind of like, okay, it looks like a little bit impulsive here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Correction for 1, 2, and then here, it starts to get a very, very choppy, right? Unless we see here like kind of like a very fast move to the upside for a wave 3, right? Because you are in a wave C, you would like to see an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and to reach, of course, the target, of course, that we mentioned for a wave B here, this one, right? This one, this exactly target at 98K, I would say. So basically, if this is a 1, 2, possibly 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 potentially, It can of course be an impulse, but yeah, you need a really nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, right? You see, you need something like this to match, of course, this thing. Therefore, it can of course be something like impulse, correction, and then impulse, which is your wave C in a triangle A, B, C, D, and an E, and then finishing at least the 0.38 FIB time, and then moving toward the downside. Now, to get much more closer idea what's going on in the market, KGT is always there. We have, of course, a divergence here on the 15-minute chart, a bullish signal on the 500 strengths, and of course, it is a divergence. So, how much strong it's gonna hold? Well, we're gonna see, but I would say, yeah, I mean, it is a divergence, but it's not really strong. It might bring us for a wave E potentially, minimum, and of course, moving toward the downside again, for wave D, sorry, and then moving toward the downside here. What was the wave actually? Sorry, wave C. Wave C and then D and an E. Yeah, so these are the potential here. Yeah, A, B, C, and D and an E. So we're gonna see how this is gonna unfold. Now on the 5-minute chart, of course, that is already invalidation for the bullish here. As you can see on the 5-minute chart, we have those bullish signal, invalidation, took the low, but only the 15-minute now is reversing potentially. Of course, we're gonna see how much strong it's gonna be. So basically, we need to watch this area right now. If we get an impulse, a move towards the upside, then okay, we are much more clearer that we are moving a little bit here, at least for a wave C in a triangle, and then looking for lower, and especially that you are corrective still. That was it for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.